Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we unravel the mystery behind those hefty corporate filings and let you know if the numbers are singing or screaming. Today, Treasure Global Incorporated is in the hot seat with their latest amended annual report. And folks, some of the numbers here tell a story that is a bit of a cliffhanger. So picture this, UV got a company that is trying to make waves in the online to offline e-commerce space, basically trying to connect your online shopping with real. World Stores, their main product is this app called Z-City, designed to give you rebates and cashback. Sounds pretty standard, right? Well, digging into their finances for the year ending the 30th of June 2025, we see revenues have taken a massive tumble. Total revenue dropped a whopping 89.4%, bringing in just about $2.3 million compared to over $22 million the year before. That is a gut punch. A huge chunk of that drop comes from product and loyalty program revenue, which saw a staggering 97.1% decrease. They basically slashed their e-voucher sales and cut back on customer rewards and marketing. The idea here seems to be to cut costs and boost profitability, but when you slash your marketing and rewards, you are almost guaranteed to see fewer customers and less engagement. On a brighter note, transaction revenue actually jumped up by 107.6%. This was thanks to a new partnership with Credilab SBBHD, a credit service provider. They rebringing their clients to Credilab S platform and getting a cut. It is a small amount, about $127,000, but it is a sign they retrying to find new ways to make money. However, member subscription revenue took a dive of 72.5%, showing they are struggling to bring new people into their Zemma program. Now for the surprising part, a new revenue stream that is actually doing well is customized software development services. This brought in $1.48 million, a massive 63.5% of their total revenue for the year. It seems like they found a niche creating digital systems for other businesses, which is a completely different ballgame from their Z-City app. But hold on, things get dicey when we look at expenses. They recorded a massive long-lived assets impairment of almost $19.5 million. This is a huge write-off, basically saying that some of their assets, like intangible assets from software development, are now worth way less than they thought. This points to major strategic missteps or projects that have gone belly up. All this bad news in revenue and massive write-offs translated into a net loss so large it is hard to ignore. A loss of $23.4 million for the year ended the 30th of June, 2025. This is a big jump from their $6.6 million loss in 2024. They are burning through cash at an alarming rate. Speaking of cash, as of the 30th of June 2025, they only had about $237,000 in cash and cash equivalents. That is not a lot, especially when you look at their operating expenses. It is no wonder that management themselves have admitted there is substantial doubt about their ability to continue as a going concern. This is a serious warning sign. Looking at cash flow, operating activities used up $9.5 million in cash. This is primarily due to that huge net loss, but also because they paid out a significant amount for collaboration deposits and prepayments to vendors. Money that is essentially tied up and not generating immediate returns. On the financing side, they managed to bring in about $15.4 million, thanks to issuing more stock through market offerings, subscription agreements, and share purchase deals. This is good, they getting cash in, but it also means existing shareholders are getting diluted. Let S look at the risks. The company is upfront about having a limited operating history in a constantly changing industry. This means it is tough to predict their future, and the chances of failure are higher. Plus, they are heavily reliant on things like email, search engines, and app stores to drive traffic to their Z-City app. If Google or Apple decide to change how they rank or display apps, Treasure Global could see a significant drop in users. And the e-commerce market is fiercely competitive. If they don't have enough money for research, marketing, and customer support, they could fall behind. They were also betting on the Z-City app being the next big thing in a market that is still pretty new and unproven. There is also the constant worry about not having enough capital. They had a few offerings, but if they need more money and can get it, their business could seriously suffer. And here is a kicker, none of their big contracts are long-term. If any of those key partners decide to walk away, with just 30 days notice, it could hit the company hard. They also highlight how dependent they are on search engines and app marketplaces. If these platforms change their rules or algorithms, Treasure Global could lose visibility, which directly impacts user traffic to their Z-City app. It is like building your house on land that someone else owns and can just take away. And then there is the market for their Z-City app itself, which they admit is new and unproven. This means there is a real chance customers just won't adopt it as widely as they hope. Success here depends heavily on economic growth, middle-class expansion, and the increasing use of mobile tech in Southeast Asia. While these are generally positive trends, they are also dependent on factors outside the company's control. A scare in May 2025 involved unauthorized changes to their domain and email. While they say no customer data was compromised, it did force the ZCity app offline for 44 days. This is a red flag for cybersecurity resilience, and they admit these events could happen again. Now for the leadership carousel. We've seen a lot of executive departures and arrivals over the past year, which can sometimes indicate instability or a search for the right strategy. Carlson Thao is now the CEO, and Siwa Sylvia Chan is the CFO. It looks like they are trying to build a solid team, but the frequent changes at the top can make investors nervous. Okay, so what is my take on all of this? Well, Treasure Global Inc. is in a tough spot. Their core e-commerce business seems to be struggling with massive revenue drops and a significant loss. The large impairment charge suggests they made some poor investments or failed to execute their original plans effectively. The huge drop in product and loyalty program revenue from $21.5 million down to just $600,000 is deeply concerning. This was their bread and butter, and its near disappearance points to a fundamental issue with their business model or market fit. The pivot to customized software development is a smart move to find new revenue, but it is a completely different business. Can they really excel in this new area while their original ZCity platform is faltering? This is the big question. The company's financial health is precarious, with substantial doubt about their ability to continue as a going concern. While they're re-raising money through stock sales, this dilutes existing shareholders and doesn't solve the underlying operational issues. The company needs a clearer, more sustainable strategy that addresses the core problems with ZCity. The fact that the company readily admits there is substantial doubt about their ability to continue as a going concern is a loud alarm bell. Investors should be very cautious. While they have a new revenue stream, it is a long way from compensating for the losses in their core business and the massive impairment charges. Overall, Treasure Global Inc. looks like a company in survival mode, searching for a path forward amidst significant financial challenges and strategic shifts. It is a high-risk play right now. What is your take on Treasure Global Inc.'s financial report and their future prospects? Let me know in the comments below. If you found this deep dive valuable, please hit that like button and subscribe for more corporate breakdowns. And hey, join our Discord community linked in the description for more real-time discussions and insights. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode of Corporate Decoder.